only?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Okay. Okay, namaskaram.
I think
Namaskaram.
let me see, and it's
Yes,
just
it's fine.
loading. Just loading. And then redirecting to YouTube. I'll just check on YouTube. Okay, YouTube is just loading. Yeah, it's online. Just
Okay.
yes, it's online. We got a namaskaram also. So
Uh,
we'll just ask if it's audible, so that someone comments if it's audible. Then
Namaskaram. I hope you are able to hear both of us clearly. If the audio and video is clear, if you can please indicate in the comment section so that we can get started. And
yes,
just
Anna.
kind of copy.
It's
You're able
yes.
to hear?
So yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Okay. Thanks so much. Namaskaram, Anna. Thank you.
Namaskaram. Namaskaram.
So, Anna, if you wanted to give some introduction, yeah.
Namaskaram everyone. So we have our live session with Mukul Anna. Since tomorrow is Ekadashi, Mukul Anna will be giving us some tips so that we can fast a little more easily. So yes, Mukul Anna. So please, could you talk about Ekadashi and what it means
Okay.
generally?
Okay. Sure. Thanks, Anna. And we felt that since tomorrow being Ekadasi, um, there might be many of you who have not yet attempted fasting before, or who have been attempting but having some challenges. So we thought that first of all we can start by looking at that, so that you can make use of this step of making use of this Ekadasis. So I'll just start by giving an introduction of what this Ekadasi is, the significance, and how you can make use of this. So in terms of Ekadasi, many of you would have heard this from Sadhguru or watched videos or read this on the blog, that traditionally this was considered a very significant day, and people used to observe fast on this particular day, on Ekadasi. So why this was so is because just like it's important to eat consciously and to choose the right kinds of foods, it's also equally important to give your body a break, where you can stay without food, because that's also very important for the body to cleanse itself. So periodically fasting, actually if you observe your own system, you will see that in one mandala or one cycle of 40 to 48 days, there'll be at least 3 days when your body will not require ask for food. It will, like, very easily it can manage without food. So if you can recognize those 3 days, and it's always best to not eat on those days, because forcibly eating on those days is not good. Since people lack this awareness, in the yogic system, they fixed something called as Ekadashis, which happens every 14 days. So in the lunar cycle, it happens on the 11th day of the lunar cycle. You'll see that it's Ekadashi. So every 14 days it happens, so that once in one mandala it will be 3 days Ekadashi. So every 14 days you will come across Ekadashi. So on this particular day, it was fixed that people should not eat, people should fast, and the possibility of turning inward is more on this day. So it's a very significant day, and we have been encouraging people to see if they can fast. And there have been, if not every Ekadasi, we get at least 10 people mentioning that they have never fasted before, but they tried fasting, and it was a beautiful experience for them, and they couldn't believe that they could fast. So every Ekadasi, we continuously keep getting people who share, and once people are able to do this, they feel a tremendous sense of well-being within themselves. So if you haven't taken this step already, it will be good, because tomorrow being Ekadasi, so it's a good day to get started if you haven't started already. So what you need to do is, to make use of this day is, as I said, that first of all, the fasting regularly has tremendous health benefits, and just by not eating on certain days or regularly observing Ekadashi's fast, like every Ekadashi, every 14 days, if you go without food, you will see it will make a big difference in terms of your health. And even research wise, though this was known to people on the yogic path from ages, but nowadays a lot of research has come out, especially in the Western media. They are really there's a lot of stuff floating around about fasting and its benefits. And recently, one of the people also got a one of the persons, I forgot his name, but he did some research on fasting, and they also won a Nobel Prize.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so there was so there's a lot of action going on, especially in the Western media, about fasting and intermittent fasting, and what benefits can be gained just by fasting on a regular basis. And this is like one of the uh, keywords which is they are using because they keep hanging on to words. So intermittent fasting, if you Google or something similar, there are a lot of people talking about it because they have seen tremendous benefits which can be gained just by fasting on a regular basis. So this is something, if you're not already doing, how you can make use of this. Let's look at that. So what you need to do is you just need to go without food for 24 hours, and which means if you have had dinner tonight. So I hope all of you have had dinner.
I had.
If you had dinner tonight, then you just have the next meal tomorrow night dinner. So basically, from tonight's dinner to tomorrow night's dinner, 24 hours gap. And this is the ideal way to fast. So where tomorrow if you are having 3 meals a day, you skip breakfast, you skip lunch. And if you're used to having more than 3 meals, like every other opportunity is a good time to eat for you, like snacks or whatever else. So tomorrow you need to see if you can keep that aside and just break your fast in the night with dinner. So for example, let's say you regularly have your dinner at 8 in the night. Then tomorrow also you can break the fast at 8 and have your dinner. And this while having dinner tomorrow, you could have something light. It's not that since you fasted for 24 hours, you eat double of what you eat normally. Okay, so you can see if you can break the fast with something light, which is easy to digest. For example, fruits or salads, and then move on to cooked food if you wish to. And even that, if you have been to the Isha Yoga Center, you'll notice the Ekadashi meal on dinner is always fixed. They have kanji, they have um, fruits, they have fruit salad, and they have a particular porridge along with that boiled vegetables and chutney. So something which is lighter on the stomach, it's always better. But it's okay if you still wish to have whatever you have, it's fine. If you wish to refer like what you can make for Ekadashis on dinner, there's a particular article on the Isha blog. We can share it in the link as well uh, with this video. So that's something you can refer to in terms of the Ekadasi recipes which they use in the Isha kitchen. You can do that. So 24 hours, if you can go without food, that's the best way. You can sustain with water. Water you can have how much ever you wish to. If you feel the need, you can have. That's not an issue. But other than that, it's best you can avoid having anything. For a lot of people, they think that Ekadasi means you you should eat something different other than having rice or chapati or whatever. They feel you can have other things. You can have milk, you can have whatever else, other
Uh,
products which you feel. And they I don't think they get any benefits from fasting because they usually think that we eat something else. Instead of eating grains, we'll eat something else, but we'll still eat. So the idea is not about that. The idea is to go without food. And Sadhguru was mentioning this, that if you are a normal, healthy adult, then very easily the body can go without food. And 24 hours is definitely very much manageable for anybody who's having a healthy body. But if you're finding it difficult to fast, then it could indicate few things. It could either indicate some trouble with your body. Maybe you have a illness or some ailment, and because of which it's difficult for you to fast. And but for most people, it's not about the body, it's about their mind. that when they attempt to fast, that is the time when all their favorite items appears in front of their eyes, or they have bondas or vadas or whatever flying all over the place. Whenever they want to fast, that is what happens. So if that is the case, you should definitely attempt to fast, because this is not the time for you to uh, you know um, uh, go give into your mind. It's definitely possible for anybody to fast. So see if you can try this. Basically, if you're finding it very difficult, that you cannot manage without having just water, then you can have something like fruits instead. I think we lost Vaishak. Just a minute. We'll just hold on for a minute. Anna, Vaishak, Anna, I'm not able to see you. Did you lose network? Just hold on. Yes, Anna, you logged out, huh? Oh, yeah, you connect again. Okay, no problem. I'll wait. Okay. There's some issue with his network end. He'll just connect back. We'll just wait for a few minutes. Sorry about the disturbance. Just holding on for Vaishak to join. Just holding on for Vaishak to join.